Hey everybody, it's your Simmer here. So we've got another train game here, Railway Empire, the original, not Railway Empire 2. It's on sale with the planes, trains, and automobiles. So I've had this, this is one of the games I've had on my watch list for a while. So I'm thinking it's going to be similar to Railroad Tycoon. Oh, got Indians shooting things at us. Now we got cowboys, train robbers, city keeps growing. Alright, heading into the tunnel. So I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit like that. Alright, so I've wanted to kind of get back into some of the transport type games. I've always enjoyed them. It's just sometimes other things pull here and there. So as I'm trying to just branch out a little bit here and there, I think there will be a few other things, making a return, this and that. So given that I'm thinking this is like Railroad Tycoon, I think, what I want to do is campaign, because then, things are locked. So here we go. Great Plains 1863. I've turned off the music because I don't want to run into any possible issue of copyright hits, because that seems to be happening more and more with games. So even though it's in-game music, a lot of these places are releasing soundtracks and things like that, and then suddenly they get flagged, and then it messes up the video because you got to strip out the audio, and sometimes it strips like everything out, and it's probably a terrible video then. But anyway, Chapter 1, Great Plains. First chapter takes you to the construction sites of the Union Pacific Railroad, which was started in 1863. Tracks were built westwards to establish the first transcontinental line. While you are conquering the vastness of the Great Plains and the heights of the Rocky Mountains with your tracks, you will learn about the basics of a railway empire. Thomas Clark Durant, the visionary in charge of Union Pacific, will assist you. Alright, so this does sound like a tutorial type thing. Okay. Normal, manual, alright. Trainiac, oh I see. Game never pauses. You will receive a bonus, but we're not going to do any of that. Alright, so I'm assuming these are all cities and things like that. So starting city Omaha, we don't really have a choice.
Sometimes I think about giving everything up and dedicating my life to poetry. How about you?
Okay. When visiting his gentleman's club, Roger Smith is always impeccably dressed from top to toe in a suit, top hat, and cane. For him, a pedantic approach to accounting is as much a matter of course.
The rest are just gold diggers who don't have a clue about how this business works.
For him is having a precise plan for each company. He has no problem taking advantage of his competitors' weaknesses. If a successful competitor builds a train station in a city, he quickly cites a factory there. Alright, so we have industrialist. Okay, it doesn't look like we can change it.
Tables, figures, and hard facts.
Alright, and we'll leave it as the Union Pacific, but so newly constructed factories 50% cheaper, auctions are 50% more expensive.
I am the best choice.
Backhandedly is able to buy a town's factory without an auction. Okay. So let's see how it goes.
In 1863, on the banks of the Missouri River, the last chapter in the monumental undertaking of the Transcontinental Railroad began.
All right.
The workers of the Union Pacific Railroad began laying their tracks westward from Omaha through the wild heart of the North American continent. Massive challenges awaited them. Away from all civilization, the country was vast, the weather ruthless, and the challenges tremendously energy-sapping.
Yeah, I will
But there
tell
was a
you.
masterstroke
It's
of
always
modern
amazing to
engineering
me
be accomplished
what the people
to
were
tame
able
the
to do
wilderness
with
and to conquer it with
without
steel,
all the
fire,
modern
and
stuff we
steam.
have now, just
Never
how
before
difficult.
had anything like
Imagine
this
how
been
hard this
ventured.
had to have been.
But the time was ripe.
Crazy stuff.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Clark Durand. Exactly, the head of Union Pacific. We will go down in history as the ones who created the Transcontinental Railroad. And that, my friend, is your job as chief engineer. I can't supervise everything here on site right now, as I have to meet with some politicians in Washington. First, you should familiarize yourself with the basic controls. Move the camera in all directions.
All right.
Now test the camera's zoom function. You can also rotate the camera. Give it a try. Very good. Now you know the basic controls. Your first task is to create a rail connection between Omaha and Norfolk to the northwest. Both cities will need a station for this. You already have a station in Omaha, but you still need to build one in Norfolk. To do this, switch to building construction mode.
Okay. Oh, I see. And I assume I need to build... Do I need to build a train station or a small train station? It says train station, so I guess we'll do that. Okay, rotate building. I see. Oh, okay, so it seems to make sense.
Very good. Now the two stations need to be connected with tracks. To do this, switch to track construction mode. Now plan the tracks between the stations in Norfolk and Omaha. To do this, select the two station tracks one after the other. Then pay for your track planning.
Is it gonna work? Is it gonna, like, what is that thing? Alright, so 96 miles. Pay for, okay, I see. Pay and
Now
build.
create your first train so that you can set up a rail line between your stations.
Alright. So,
Initially,
no
your train only exists on paper. It's not much use to you without a locomotive.
Okay, so manage train. Alright, so obviously I assume I want the locomotive. Alright. I see.
Additionally, each train needs a rail line that passes through all the stations it should stop at. Now join your two stations to the rail line by selecting them one after the other. That's enough for your first rail line. Now confirm it so it becomes active.
Okay.
Very good. Now you can see the journey your train will take. If there is something to transport,
I
the
see,
train
so
will
we don't have
automatically
to-
take it.
So we don't have to add cars, we're just literally picking the locomotive. That's interesting. Alright, and then it goes away.
However, as each locomotive needs water, sand, and lubricant on its journey, you have to place a supply tower along the route.
Alright, I see. So if I want to rotate it, can I do it the other way? I guess not.
Very good. Your train is now traveling between Omaha and Norfolk. But you can do even more. Each city needs goods from the surrounding area. For example, every city needs corn. Look, there is a corn farm near Omaha. Until now, the corn has made it to the city in the conventional way, but we want to change that. Now construct
Is
a
the
rural
corn
train
farm the
station
thing I
in the
knocked
marked
out?
location with a corn farm within its radius.
Oh, okay. All right, so I want a rural station, building construction.
Now connect the new rural train station to the station in Omaha.
All right. So we go there. There we go.
And now
Build
things are
it.
getting tricky as we have to deal with a logistical problem. As Norfolk should also enjoy fresh corn, there will soon be 2 trains traveling on the stretch of track between Omaha and Norfolk. Of course, this will then result in a conflict.
Right,
Since
so we're going
trains
to need
cannot travel
switches.
through each other, you'll need a side track between Omaha and Norfolk. This consists of 1 parallel track and 2 signals. First, create a side track. It needs to be at least long enough for a fully loaded train.
All right. So we do that. And then what? Bring it in? Like, how do we know? I see. Okay. All right, so that's simple enough. So you just obviously want it green so that things
Excellent.
aren't crazy.
However, your trains won't necessarily use the side track, as they generally always take the shortest route. For this reason, you also have to specify the direction of travel on each parallel track. Now open building construction mode and set up a signal in the highlighted area pointing in the direction of the switch. Trains will then be able to stop here when the single track is in use.
Okay, so pointing in the direction, I assume.
Now make sure that the track can only be traveled in one direction. For this purpose, set the signal so that trains coming from the opposite direction cannot pass.
So I do. I'll hold down the shift button.
Excellent. Now do the same on the parallel track so that each parallel track has a different direction. Place a second signal in the highlighted area and block the track to trains coming from the opposite direction.
All right, so construct directional, change signal direction. All right. And then we're constructing a
Very good.
directional
I'm sure that it
signal.
wasn't at all easy. You will soon come to realize that signals are an important aid in guaranteeing smooth rail operations. You will find more information and tips under Hints and Tips.
Okay. So always something to look at. So let's see. So they're heading over here.
Now assemble a new train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk so that the people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn.
So your new rail line should travel from the rural station, okay, through Omaha to Norfolk. Caboose. I see. All right, that's all different stuff. Well, let's see. And then we need to set up the rail line. So we're going from here, and I assume then we go all the way to here. And then I assume that's good, right? Where is the, okay, he's there. But yeah, okay, because he's, okay, so he's waiting. So that's good. All right. So I'm wondering if you can, like, watch the, like, see the perspective of the train? Probably not. Oh, I see. So I can hop around the map. Alright. Then I assume once we get through, then they'll go. What are they carrying? Oh, beer. Okay, interesting. Oh, there is a ride along. There we go. Alright. So we can do that. Do the whistle. Toggle the camera position. I see. Alright. So in front, looking back, and then on each side, however we want it. And then we can leave. Alright, are they... I assume once it gets there, it'll do something. So we've got 2 lines, but not really. Alright, so now it's taking passengers, meat, and mail? Or no? It says it's being loaded, but it doesn't appear to have anything. Alright. Did I break it? I don't understand. Because should I have stopped at Omaha? Maybe. That's the confusing part. So I'm wondering if that's the problem, is I kind of needed, when it says through Omaha, maybe it wanted me to stop at Omaha. But we'll see, because right now it's giving me this detail. So what I may need to do is, alright, manage train. So yeah, I think I messed some stuff up. So let's see. Now if I manage that. How do I change the rail line? That's what I don't know. Oh, okay, so let me put that there and then move that up there. Okay.
Excellent. The
All
corn
right.
farm will automatically make use of your train because the cities along your rail line are demanding corn. Conventional
Okay.
transportation is much more costly for the farm.
Okay.
We're still missing something. Locomotives wear out over time and need to be regularly maintained so they can perform their duties more reliably. For this purpose, there needs to be at least 1 maintenance building on each rail line where locomotives can be serviced if necessary. Construct such a maintenance building at your station in Omaha now. To do this, select the station itself and expand the station with this building.
I see. So pick the station, construct, I see. All right.
Right. We've been lollygagging for long enough. I need to return to Washington for further miserable negotiations with our representatives of the people. I've written a task list for you. Take a look at it and complete the tasks within the given time period. Do not disappoint me.
All right. So we need to connect Omaha and North Platte by 1864 and Omaha and Cheyenne. All right. So let's see. Where's North Platte? Okay. So I assume we just build the track and... Oh, I need a station. So we'll do the train station. And we need to rotate the building. So that'll work. Where's Cheyenne? Casper. Alright, there's Cheyenne. Alright, so we're going to want to rotate. Goodness gracious. Oh, okay. Alright. So that makes sense. So they want to connect first. So let's do that. So we're going to go from here. Alright. Yeah,
Good.
we're going to pay and
That's
build.
finished. You're making progress.
Okay. Build city stations in the center. Build the train station as close as possible to industries. Oh, okay. I bet that was on the other side. Good to know. Alright, so let's see. If we look at Cheyenne, what look like industries? So maybe over there. But the good news is, yeah, we got more money, because I was like, oh no, we're not going to be able to do stuff. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to take the train, and we're going to bring it over. Where is North Platte? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Goodness. It's like, no. Oh, wow. That's why. Okay. So, let's clear the planning. Alright, so I probably want to find a way. Well, what if I go this way? What if I go here? That's a lot still. So I'm thinking I want to ultimately, like, let's see. What if I go like here and then there? Does that work? All right.
Those politicians in Washington get on one's nerves. But now let's get back to your tasks. As you can see, Cheyenne is still a little town hoping for an upswing caused by the railroad connection, but a city will only attract new
we crossed the
inhabitants
100th
if it is
meridian.
supplied with enough goods. Cities receive basic goods from the surrounding area. If you construct stations in the right places and establish rail lines, your trains will be used to transport goods and you will make profits for transportation. But for this, you have to know what goods a city actually needs.
Right.
You can find out any city's current needs. Now select Cheyenne and view the city's demand for goods.
Okay.
As you can see, Cheyenne currently needs only a handful of goods, and you can only deliver goods that are in demand. As the city grows, it will demand further goods. At the moment, you can supply grain and wood. Both of these goods are available to the north of Cheyenne. Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm, and establish a new rail line that connects them both to Cheyenne.
Okay. So all right, so if I do there, and then, whoops, let me go scroll in. I see. So let me zoom out here. All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll build the line from here to here, and then we'll go from, oh, yeah, we need to build it, and then we'll go from, oops, then we'll go from here to here. I think I want to be on the inside one. because that way we got a line that goes straight through. All right, and then we want a new rail line. So we want a new train. So we're going to buy the locomotive, and we're going to set up the rail line from here to here to here.
Well done. The city will soon grow. You can see how well it is being supplied at any time in the city dialogue. Basically, a city will grow once its demands are sufficiently met. I think you have learned enough. Complete the rest of your tasks.
All right, so we deliver 16 loads of cattle to Denver. We're doing people already. Population's growing. All right, so 16 loads of cattle to Denver. So Wyoming's above. Okay, there's Denver. See, but what I probably want to do is I'm going to want to build again some track. So let's say here to, I don't know, to here. And then we'll build that, and then we're going to go there to there, and then there to there. And then we're again going to build some signals. So we're going to put this one change the signal direction, put that there. Oh, well, that sucks. Alright, so we got some back, but I don't know if we got it all back. Alright, so we want to pay attention to what we're building a little bit better. So we've got that one going there. If we do that, we've got that. Now where are cattle? So that's, there's some cattle. So let's see. So if we put up some little stations, we do that. And again, where let's do it that way. So as it grows, we're good. Okay. And then we're going to put the track from here to the cattle farm. We're going to construct that, and then we're going to build a train. Whoops. How do I back out? All right, add a locomotive. And we're gonna set up a rail line from the Kelly Ranch to Denver. I'm gonna do that, and then we do need to put a supply tower on the line, and that way we'll have that. And then we also want to make sure we have maintenance. Oh, that's right, it's here. So I'll want to add a maintenance building. Okay, and then we're going to deliver meat to Cheyenne. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? What if I go, oh no. No. Alright, so we're probably going to want... Do I have 2 lines? Oh no, because I put a little tiny rural station. That'll work though, I think. But anyway, if I go from here up to there, we'll build that. Alright, Union Pacific expands the network. Alright, so we're getting some of that. I assume then we'll get cattle. So I'm probably going to want to put some signals on. Oh, you know, I bet I don't want to do that. So if I remove the signal, so let's see. All right, so we're delivering, and then we want meat. All right. Let's see, whoops. So we're going to add another locomotive. And we're going to set up a rail line. Oh, unrest in New York. Populace does not want to go to war. So wait a minute, do I have new rail line? See, I'm worried I have a train somewhere, but do I? Alright, let me... Okay, next train, previous... Why am I not seeing the trains? Like, there's obviously other trains running over here and things like that. Yeah, they're here. Because, yeah, we've got 2 trains, 3 trains, but I'm worried. Alright, so I've got the new rail line here. So there, if I set up the rail line and go from Denver to Cheyenne,
Well done. The citizens of Denver are impressed by the railroad.
well, that's good. I'm glad they're impressed. So I'm thinking he's getting maintained or something. Okay, there he goes. So I'm going to go Denver to Cheyenne. Okay, automatic. And we're going to do that. Okay, I saw bonus industry or something. Alright, so it's loading meat. So we got that. We need to connect the people. And then Cheyenne needs to grow, and we need to connect to Rock Springs as well. So let's take a peek. Where is Rock Springs? Rapid City. I do not know where Rock Springs is. I'm not that familiar. That's a town I don't know. Casper, Bismarck, Pierre, Omaha, Wichita. How do I find it? Let's see. Can I click on it? No. I mean, I assume it's a bit of a longer run. There's Grand Junction. Aha, there's Rock Springs. So, this is where it's going to get interesting. So I'm going to build a bit of a station. Okay. And then we're going to do some track planning here. Let's see. Here. Here. All right, so
Now you've managed to cross the Great Plains. A masterpiece.
all right, connect Omaha to Rock Springs, and then we have to transport 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. Interesting. All right, so random breakdown. So what do I do? I don't have enough money. I see. So it's continuing. All right. And then what happened over here? Locomotive slow due to... Okay. So I'm thinking I need some supply towers. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to put another one. Can I not put it there? All right. So I'm assuming it'll get going at some point. I hope. Like now I'm not sure. There we go. So I assume then the supply tower will give it what it needs and that'll go away and it won't be slowed as much. So yeah, now it's not slowed. Alright, so we have that, we're getting food, we're getting passengers, population's going up, and I just need to get passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs at some point. I suppose I can, once I have him come back, so he's bringing beer, but I need him to run some meat up, and then we should be able to go ahead and just change it to passengers and say it's passengers only. We'll edit the rail line. Okay, no, I do not want to demolish the maintenance building. So. Alright. Oh, it is taking some passengers. So maybe that will do what we need. So yeah, I'm thinking the town needs to grow. So yeah, if we get to 30,000, that will work.
Yes, one more thing. Your company has also a research department to help you unlock new locomotives and other innovations. Open the research dialogue to find out more about it. Here you will find the advances that can be achieved in the current era. Advances from previous eras are usually already active, but what the future holds, we do not know. For each advance, you require innovation points, which you get automatically each month, and which can be increased in various ways. Now, take a look around here, and then unlock an innovation of your choosing. How about a new locomotive?
Alright, well, it looks like this should be it, so... Alright, so that gets us there. Now, did I move? Oh, I want to go from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. What is Elliott Trough? I see. Transport by train, transport by coach. So there's definitely some things we can learn. Alright. So, if I add a new train, let's see. Alright, they're faster. We're going to do a dragon. And we're going to set it up. The rail line from here.
My opponents say I'm lining my own pockets. These are, of course, hideous lies. And look at it this way. With the profits I'm making, I can invest much more. Jobs, jobs, jobs.
Why will it not let me do Rock Springs? I don't understand. Are they not connected in some way? Okay, did I not? Now I'm curious. Did I? No, they're not. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so. So I want to construct the track, and then I can set up the rail line from Cheyenne to Rock Springs. Alright. And then I want passengers and mail only. And then hopefully we will get 100 passengers over there relatively soon. So what have we got? So looks like passengers and mail. Alright, and now I probably need a maintenance building.
I have to wrangle with a lot of competitors, but if one person really gets on my nerves, then it's that Beatrix von Pomp. But you haven't encountered her yet. Be glad. She takes everyone to the cleaners.
Okay. Alright, so we haven't gotten all the meat we need yet. Getting really close to the 30,000, so hopefully that will happen. We're actually getting close to that too.
Cheyenne will flourish thanks to you. And for each mile of track that we lay, we receive 10 square miles of land. The politicians have no idea of the value of the assets they're giving away, but that stays between us.
Okay, so what did we get? Oh, the meat. Okay. Alright, but... So the challenge is... See, I'm worried these are gonna, like, conflict at some point. So, I do need to be careful with that. Oh, I set a speed record. Alright, so we got 17 passengers. Oh, we're so close.
Excellent.
There we go.
Cheyenne is becoming a major railroad hub, and the credit is all ours.
Alright, so I'm trying really hard to get all of these done. Okay, Mayor, at the moment the industry is experiencing a downturn. He is looking for an investor who can take it over and whip it into shape. No, we're not going to do that now because we don't need to. Okay, 1,000 passengers in a game. So getting all kinds of things at this point. Okay, where is the... Okay, he's at the supply station. Wow, lots of mail. Lots of passengers. What is happening? How long does it take them? Alright, so there are our trains. There's our cities. All kinds of things going on here. Oh, I see. Bonus for new industry. So if we connect them, so that's some of which you get, where you're trying to figure, I assume this is cotton. Following, the larger the station, the shorter the loading and unloading times. Okay. Alright, so... Again, getting real close here, because then all we'll have left is getting the 100 passengers. 932...
Do you know that many people call the vast stretch of land between the Mississippi and California the Great American Desert? Those fools. Once my railroad has opened everything up, the value of these lands will go through the roof.
Yeah, he's not kidding. Alright, so... Yeah, we are not moving a lot of people. It's interesting. So that's going to take some time, because it's only taking like one load. I wonder why so many people are going to Rock Springs. So let's see. I see. So then there's there's breweries, and then if we get to 40,000, we get more. We get more industry, I guess, and then there will be more things that we can transport. But yeah, at this point, are they stopping at the supply station again? He's not there yet. Alright, so if I speed it up, let's just see how things go. So yeah, alright, being filled, there it goes. Yeah, I'm just not sure why it's not... Yeah, why does it bring so many things the other way? And then I'm also not getting credit the other way. Alright, so we've got some innovation points that way. A random breakdown. That's always fun. So, you know, the piece though is like, how do I know? Oh, I see. So I can pick. All right, so that's that. That's that. Passengers. So they're going like everywhere. Shows the consumption per week. Okay. But I'm wondering, like, where is there... Yeah, because it's literally just doing a bit here. Alright, they're heading out. So I think... Okay, so you can pick the industries you want to build. Interesting. But you have no idea how expensive some are. So yeah, this can get a little complex, it looks like. Alright, well the question is... Okay, so he's coming back. Okay, so we did get 53. So we're moving batches, but like I said, we're not moving more. Like if I could get a load of people in the same direction going the other way, like that would probably be excellent. But it's just not happening that way. So being serviced. See, it's only taking a little bit. And again, I mean, I get Rock Springs is small. I wonder if it has to do with the fact, like the station that I did. So I don't want a maintenance building. I see, expand. So let me see if I do that, if somehow does it grow. But I guess that's good to know that you can expand it. Alright, so we continue to get points. Alright, it's loading up. We are at 72, so we're going to be about an hour, I think, but we'll get this done, and then we'll have that first chapter taken care of, because I assume once we finish that, like, it should tie us up. Now, the thing that is a little crazy is I do have all these trains kind of operating on a single track without proper signaling. So I'm guessing like they can work, but part of it is like it doesn't like create a problem, but it probably would run more efficiently if I had proper signals. Alright, so there it goes, but that's going to just get me to like 90, so I'm going to have to run one more train. And again, I'm going at high speed. But yeah, there's a lot we're going to have to learn, I think, because, I mean, yeah, I basically know how to connect trains up and get them places, but how do I expand industry? How do I do other things? And there we go. It's loading up again, heading out. Yes, 92. So one more train back, and we'll be all set. But that's as fast as we can go. All right. So Cheyenne's at 52,000. So I'm also wondering how... Because at some point you're going to have requirements of, like, they're too long, so, like, what it... Yeah, see, because it's not... Alright, so it's waiting for Denver, Cheyenne. See, so it's like when they're on the same track, it stops, and so that's where I think I would do better. Well, oh, but it's waiting for Denver to Cheyenne is what it's doing. So see, it's waiting for this, and then it'll go. So that's why if I had the signals, like, I can get things closer. So I definitely want to pay more attention to that in the future. This should get me what I need once this train delivers here. So we'll get this down.
Progress is enormous.
All
The
right.
Far West is no longer so far away anymore, and the people are slowly realizing that trade helps create prospering cities. We still have a long way to go, but the Transcontinental Railroad is coming.
All right. We've completed everything. Close the dialog box to view the final rating of your performance.
In spite of all the challenges, the Union Pacific Railroad managed to cross the endless expanses of the Great Plains and conquer the merciless slopes of the Rocky Mountains. The Central Pacific Railroad approached from the west, but the winter of 1868 brought all work to a standstill. The two lines lay just a few hundred miles across from each other, in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. The dream of the first transcontinental railroad seemed to be within touching distance, but was buried by house-high masses of snow and blown away by icy snowstorms, a dream that had begun almost 4 decades before.
All right. So, as president, like, how do I know if I'm president? So I did 8 fulfilled tasks, did it in the time, difficulty, map rating. So my overall rating was 3. It was campaign, the North, 1 year, 11 months. 6 rail lines, 10 stations, 28 wagons on duty. All right, so we can go next chapter, but we're going to go to the main menu. And, you know, at that point, when we go back, like now, chapter 2 is available. And so that'll be early days, but we'll worry about that later on. So, yeah, interesting little thing. Gonna take some getting used to, I suppose, but I'll just kind of do these kind of live plays, and if people are interested, they're interested, and I guess if they're not, they're not. But give me any feedback you'd like. And as always, if you haven't dropped a like or you're not a subscriber, please consider that. I will see you next time.